Yes, this is Tippy I. The time has come for the Lions to tell our own story. You're listening to the Lion's Voice vlog. Respect and love from St. Croix VI to the world. Rastafari.
What are you waiting for? Come together, calling from near and far. Know who you are. What are you waiting for? Rally up, it takes the dust. What are you waiting for? Ancestors paved the way for us. Yes, I am Ketis Oyonde asking, what are you waiting for to come together? The time has come for the lions to tell our own story. This is the lion's voice.
What was that?
Wait, you think so? The youths in Jamaica? Because I know it penetrated the artists in Jamaica,
That's all I was talking about.
but not so much the people.
Yeah, give
I never really see
correction.
that until
Yes.
even up to now.
Yeah,
I don't see no youths in Jamaica listening.
Yeah, give thanks for the correction. But the artists, because I was
Yeah.
gonna lead into the whole reggae revival and
Yeah.
thing that happened. Most of them which were Midnite fans, which I think helped to spark their
For
interest
real.
into the roots.
No, that was a big thing. To me,
Yeah.
Luton Fire is one of the first ones. Big up Luton Fire.
Okay.
Early out, 2001, he catch on to Vaughn and talk and spread the word amongst his artist brethren.
Yes.
And enough man end up hearing about listening to the music and go through phases of appreciating Vaughn.
Yes,
You know what I
yes,
mean? Like
yes.
once you dig in, you see 1, 2 albums. Wait, there's more.
Work ethic.
And you go through it and you realize the genius of the mind and of the music, but you also realize the message, what it's doing to the earth and what it can do. And this is what we do as artists of reggae music. We create music with message.
The year is 1892, and the land of Ethiopia has been experiencing 4 years of terrible famine and drought. They call it the Kikuken, or the evil days. At least 1/3 of the human population and 90% of the cattle have died. The hyenas have feasted on so many carcasses that they have become overweight and barely able to move. Just when the people could take no more of the evil days, a woman named Wasiro Yeshimabet is giving birth in a place called Ergersa Gora. This is her 9th attempt to bring forth new life. Her previous 8 attempts only resulted in death. Will this child live? Thankfully, a healthy baby boy is born. His first cries are drowned by thunder and lightning flashes across the night sky. The heavens open up and torrential rain starts to fall. Ethiopia's drought is over, and the baby boy is given the name Tabara, meaning one to be feared or respected. Ras Tafari's father, Ras Makunin, is a very important man in 1892 Ethiopia. Although he is overjoyed at the birth of his newborn son, he cannot spend much time with him. Ras Makunin is the governor of Harar and must get back to the famous walled city to deal with its affairs. Furthermore, he is the foreign minister of Ethiopia, and having traveled to different places in Europe, he is very aware of the material and military advances they have made and the looming threats they pose to his country. Ras Makunin knows that the majority of Ethiopians have no idea what is coming, and that he has to work that much harder to secure the realm. Ras Tafari would grow up to become the legendary emperor, Haile Selassie I. To understand his journey, we must first understand the Ethiopia that he was inheriting and what it was like when he was born in 1892. Get your copy of Kwesi Bansu's book, Haile Selassie I, Ethiopia, Volume 1, The Rise of the Priestly Warrior Kings, and increase your knowledge about the history, politics, and culture of Ethiopia in 1892, and how it connects to the rest of African and world history at the time. Haile Selassie I, Ethiopia, Volume 1 is available for purchase at www.bookmanexpress.pub. Please visit for more information.
You talk about the rebel pirates in the land, and Saint Croix did something that was incredible to I, which is had a roots explosion at a time in Jamaica where roots had almost, see, extinguished in the island of Jamaica. And yes, roots is always international. So don't come after Iman. Not, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Roots always international, Europe, certain place, West Coast, South America, massive, you know? Uh, however, in Jamaica itself, you know, roots was almost, it wasn't even being spoken about. In comes a brethren named Van Benjamin. In comes a thing named Midnite, you know? Talk to I about the I awareness of this brethren because we know the association, how that connection form and that journey.
Yeah. Well, Vaughn, I know Vaughn from maybe the age of 16 or 17. Vaughn is about 5 years older than I. At that time, he's singing in the Midnight Band on St. Croix every weekend. um, Midnight Band started out Vaughn and his brother
Yes.
and various different drum and bass and other musicians throughout the years. But Vaughn and Ronnie created the Midnight Band that was a something in St. Croix that was uh, a stalwart, they say, a standard. Like every Sunday you could go Sandbar, or every Saturday night you could go to Kasha Club and see Midnight,
Okay.
licking heavy roots reggae. Even cover songs in those early days.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But
Okay.
singing great quality roots reggae music. So I know about Vaughn from them years,
Mm-hmm.
but through mutual friends, we get to link and know each other. And it was in the year 2000 when I was in law school and did a rhythm with my brethren Danny Dread. Big up
Okay.
Danny Dread. Anyway, you're there.
Which Danny Dread?
Danny Dread from Richmond, St. Croix. I
Okay,
don't know
from
if you know
St. Croix,
Danny
yeah.
Dread.
Because I have an interview with Danny Dread, the sound man.
Yeah.
That's getting ready to drop. King Addies just put a clip on.
Big
So
up.
yes, the Danny Dread, the master, Stereo Mars, Volcano, King Addies.
Yeah. Big up.
We're gonna go in depth with Danny Dread. So if you're not subscribed, please like and subscribe. The tired of tell the items what's about to happen with the
Yeah, man.
platform. We also have an interview with the original DJ Cool Herc that is getting ready for bless the platform as well. So family, we're in St. Croix with the great tippy high grade dub. Make sure say you lock in. We're on a journey.
Big up.
So the I say this Midnite is playing, and I'm glad you touched something because the consistency.
Yeah.
This is one of the things I'm telling creatives. Consistency beats perfection every day of the week.
Yeah.
You see, because what do I say? Every Saturday,
Yeah.
every Sunday.
Yeah, man. And they did the same thing in DC. You could
And
catch
I heard
Midnight
about them
for
in
3-4
DC.
nights a week, every week of the year, in DC for about 4 or 5
Yeah,
years.
I was them time there I was trotting the Naya Bingy house and we born reggae at that time. We were in that phase of the journey. I was
Yeah.
at Howard at that time and I kept hearing about midnight.
We were
Everybody.
in DC and
Yeah,
I'm
man.
here,
Yeah, man. But we never go club and everything
Yeah,
there, you know.
yeah.
Naya Bingy.
Yeah.
Straight. You know what I mean? And those brethren were, you know, the elders knew them, but you know, we never really got a chance to link. But yeah, I was just mesmerized by seeing Cry because you're hearing this heavy roots, you know, coming out, and everybody becomes a Midnight fan at certain point. It just started to penetrate Jamaica and the youths them in Jamaica. You know, what was that?
Wait, you think so? The youths in Jamaica? Because I know it penetrated the artists in Jamaica.
That's all I was talking about.
But not so much the people.
Yeah, give
I never really see
correction.
that until even up to now.
Yeah.
You know, youths in Jamaica listening.
Yeah, give thanks for the correction. But the artists, because I was going to lead into the whole reggae revival and thing that happened, most of them were Midnight fans, you know, which I think helped to spark their interest into the roots.
No, that was a big thing. To me, Luton Fire is one of the first ones. Big up Luton Fire.
Okay.
Early out, 2001, he catch on to Vaughn and talk and spread the word amongst his artist brethren.
Yes.
And enough man end up hearing about, listening to the music and go through phases of appreciating Vaughn. You know what I mean? Like once you dig in, you see 1-2 albums. Wait, there's more.
Work ethic.
And you go through it and you realize the genius of the mind and of the music, but you also realize the message, what it's doing to the earth and what it can do. And this is what we do as artists of reggae music. We create music with message to help people. Bottom line. If you're not doing it for that purpose somewhere, you're on the wrong track. If you don't visualize your words sound over music helping somebody, then you're in it for entertainment and money, and you're in a different category.
Yeah, man.
But for me, say Ras Tafari, reggae music, that's what we in it for.
It's a healing.
Yeah, a healing in people, in mind and body and spirit and families and all kind of ways.
Let me ask you a question, because I've been blocking the sun. I interviewed Dwayne Stevenson. I asked him this. He said that, the songs are being made, but they're just in the studio, they're not getting distributed. I don't hear no song about repatriation piercing through. I don't hear the songs glorifying His Majesty piercing through like one time. How do I see this current state of,
Right
of
now,
what's happening?
I guess it depends how you define piercing through. Like, I've come to realize we have our roots Rastafari reggae market where you can have a hit in that sense. Like Pressure have a song called Lion is a Lion Anywhere He Go.
Yeah, man, I love
Which
that song.
spread like a hit. It's not penetrating mainstream,
No.
but within our family, it's a hit.
Yeah, man.
And I know we have songs like about repatriation, about His Majesty. Look at the song with Vaughn and Prodigy.
Okay.
Make a mention.
Okay, I don't think I heard
Yeah,
that.
man, you have to listen to that one.
When did that come out? Is that on the new project?
No, that was in about 2019.
Okay.
Yeah, the album is called Make a Mention on Zion High Productions label.
Okay.
And it's our production team, Zion High Kings.
Okay.
And it's Aki Becca featuring Prodigy.
Okay.
And the whole premise of Make a Mention is Vaughn is singing about, I hear all kind of mention, but they don't mention Jah. They don't mention the name of His Majesty.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Prodigy alongside him,
Yeah, man.
affirming this.
I'm gonna go check out that as one of the interview. See, we have another interview, so let me not say that before the day done. We go check it out.
Right.
Big up Protege too.
Big up.
He's a virgin who strengthened the Jamaica Music Conference couple times well. So we'll always show respect. The fullness of what I say now. You're saying that the music is there, but even that song is 2019.
Right.
That is whole heap of time past.
Right. Nowadays, that's old.
Talk to I about right now.
Yeah.
Where are these songs glorifying?
Yeah.
Because to me, if it's in you, it have to come out of you.
Yeah, man.
I don't hear them sound being uttered. I don't hear the repatriate, that fervent early Kalanji. I'm a child of early Kalanji. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you listen to that early catalog, you know something was going on. That's so, you know what I mean? The purity of the sound and that the fire in terms of His Majesty glorification of the King. I tell people the first time I heard about Melchizedek was through Sizzla Kalanji, right? Because I didn't grow up in the church. As he make me go see them thing there. I'm not hearing that kind of. So you're shaking your. Do you agree?
No, it's around, but it's not among the leading lights in Jamaica anymore.
Okay.
But
is it here in St. Croix?
Yeah, man, it's here in St. Croix.
Give me some artists.
From St. Croix, right chat. Well, you saw a lot of them. Yeah. Ras Batch, Ras Attitude,
Big up Ras
Mother Nile, the whole Sound Vision camp.
Attitude,
you have Dean Pan's camp and Glamorous Records back in the day, which was Ras Army. You have we have all kind of. Saji had a camp with different artists like Sabbatical Ada, Bobo Ites. You have Danny I, who I've worked with for many albums now, about 3-4 albums we've done. Rima we mentioned, Desiree we mentioned already.
Desiree, you're one of my favorite artists right now,
Yeah, man, the list long, my brother.
Yeah.
Abja, you have endless artists who perform and write but haven't had albums out there worldwide. Understand? Man like Revelation, man like Jaroni. Man, I gonna leave out man, sorry about that, but we have a lot of man and woman. A lot of man and woman who've been doing this here, who's singing these songs.
She's like the flowers in my garden, and her heart has never hardened, and She give me loving in the morning. Babylon, you a go far without no warning. Black woman, I said I wanna be your lover, and I don't want any other. You alone, I coulda be my children's mother. But no struggle, so we both could help each other. Then I wanna be your lover, and I don't want any other. You alone, I coulda be my children's mother. But no struggle, so we both could help each other. Started in the village, now we in the city. Journey where we have together, everybody see. Spent a little time out in captivity. Babylon, their plan was to destroy the family. Still I want you to bring a child for me. Maybe in the spring when birds are sing lovely. Maybe we could plan to have a summer baby. I can be the man that you depend on. Put the pen to the paper, made a love song. Babylon, they separated us for so long, and the reason that they hated us was so wrong. Still the most High, He created us, we so strong. Then same Kushite and the Dogon. Love your melanin, no follow for them program. Black woman, me not go pass on you for no one. No one, that's my slogan. Black woman, I said I wanna be your lover, and I don't want any other. You alone, I coulda be my children's mother. But no struggle, so we both could help each other. Then I wanna be your lover, and I don't want any other. You alone, I coulda be my children's mother. But no struggle, so we both could help each other. She's like the oxygen in my flame. Loving where we have nobody can contain. Love so powerful, survive shackle and chain. Love it cross the ocean way before planes. Love survive them torture, rape and dear pain. When one escape, then the other get blame. That's why I never put no one above you. That's why I'm not ashamed to say I love you. That's why them dirty Babylon, they judge you. Feel the power when I kiss and when I hug you. Hold you for hours when I think about how they grudge you. I'm a lion, so I'm never gonna bug you. No, I just wanna be your lover, and I don't want any other. You alone, I coulda be my children's mother. But no struggle, so we both could help each other. Then I wanna be your lover, and I don't want any other. You alone, I coulda be my children's mother. But no struggle, so we both could help each other. She's like the heart a beating on my chest. I feel confess right now she are the best. She cuss me out, then go clean up my mess. When me so sit out, no